Good morning, everyone. Now, today we are going to start what is mining and how we can conserve the minerals and the distribution of important minerals also. So, without any delay, let's begin with the class.
Mining. Now, minerals are dug out from the surface or deep down from the earth. We get the minerals by digging from out from the surface or deep down from the earth. Either we have to dug a little or we have to dug deep down the earth to get the minerals. Extracting of minerals for commercial purposes is known as mining. Commercial purpose means for selling, for profit purpose. Okay. The ground is dug for minerals form a mine. जब हम ग्राउंड को डीप डग करते हैं या डग करते हैं तो इट becomes a mine because from there we are getting minerals. Now surface mines are called quarry. Okay. The minerals which we get from the surface of the earth, that mines are known as quarry. Okay. Now many factors affect mining or quarrying for commercial purposes. अब जब भी हम माइनिंग या क्वारिंग करते हैं for commercial purposes, so there are many factors which affect it. Now what are they? Enough or abundant concentration of minerals to be mined. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम छोटा क्वांटिटी में कम क्वांटिटी में हम माइनिंग कर रहे हैं. नो, because it's a very costly affair. So at least a good huge amount of mineral should be mined. Then the value of the metal or mineral is important. Now the metal or the mineral which we are mining, its quality with the quantity, its quality also matter. अगर उसकी quality अच्छी नहीं है, so there is no use of mining it. Okay. Then cheap labor and transport facility. One should have a cheap labor and transport facility so that the minerals or the metals which are extracted can be sent into the factories. Now the cost of mining. A cost of mining is high or low or whatever it is costing, that should also be kept in mind. The quality or the grade of the ore. अभी हमने बात की थी the value of the metal. So अगर उसकी quality अच्छी नहीं होगी तो उसकी market value भी अच्छी नहीं होगी and it will be less profitable. Now physical conditions. Now where you are mining, the physical condition of that area should be appropriate. Okay, कि ट्रॉपिक्स में ट्रॉपिकल एरियाज में है या माउंटेनियस एरिया में है. सो ऑल द फिजिकल फैक्टर्स डिपेंड्स. ओके. So this is about mining. Now the next is where we get minerals. Okay, let's see. So the minerals occur in certain formation and concentrations. They occur in certain formation or in certain groups. Now where they occur? Veins and lodes. So what are veins and lodes? See here in the picture, lode many thick mineral veins. See here is a thick patch, that is lodes. Okay, veins, all these very thin pipes we can say. Okay, so these are veins. So the minerals may occur in cracks, crevices, faults or joints in rocks. तो rocks के rocks में, cracks में, crevices में, उनके joints में the minerals can be found. Then associated mostly with igneous or metamorphic rocks. So veins and lodes are mostly found in igneous or metamorphic rocks. So the major metals like tin, copper, silver, lead and zinc are found. Next is sedimentary ore deposits. Now they occur in beds or layers formed by deposition, that is collection, accumulation and concentration in the earth's crust. So now they occur either in the bed, in the formation of bed or in the layers. Okay, in the earth's crust they collect. So the coal and some grades of iron ore are formed in sedimentary or deposits. The next is weathering. Now, weathering is the process by which rocks are broken down into smaller pieces through natural forces, rain, or by heat of sun. Now, through weathering bauxite, the ore of aluminium is formed in deep weathering of variety of rocks. So, जो different variety of rocks हैं, मतलब जो भी rocks हैं, when they get weathered or through the process of weathering, the aluminium, the bauxite is formed. Now, the alluvial or placer deposits. The minerals found in alluvial soils are called placer deposits. Basically, they are deposited in the alluvial soil, so that's why they are known as placer deposits. The tin, gold, platinum are examples of placer deposits. Okay. Now the distribution of important metals. Iron. It is used in manufacturing of machines, agricultural implements and items of general use. Then iron producing countries are Ukraine, USA, Brazil, Australia and India. Next is copper. It is used in electrical industries because of its quality of electrical conductivity. See, copper is a good conductor of electricity. It is found in Chile, USA, Canada, Poland, Russia and in India. Next is bauxite. Aluminium is extracted from it. It is used in manufacturing of aeroplanes, utensils and other household goods. It is found in Austria, Jamaica, Canada, India. Okay. Now, how can we conserve the minerals? Conservation of minerals. The increasing world population and the demands of more and more people to have higher standards of living have resulted in the increased use of mineral resources. Now, as the population is increasing, our demands are also increasing and we want to live a higher life. Okay, so for that we are using mineral in large quantities, and minerals, as we know, are non-renewable. Once they are consumed, they are completely exhausted and they cannot be regenerated soon. They take years and years or ages, we can say, to get renewed. So we have to use minerals in such a way that, or we have to plan our needs accordingly so that we can leave enough of amount for our future generation. Now, different ways to conserve mineral resources. Number one is recycling, using discarded material once again. Many metals like iron, gold, copper and aluminium become reusable through recycling. How they can be reused? After melting them, they can be molded into different shapes. Okay. Then avoid wastage. Minerals can be conserved by using efficient methods of extraction and processing and by avoiding wastage. So minerals का extraction का process कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है by which we can avoid the wastage of minerals. So saving can be done at consumption level also. Then the substitutes. In recent years, biodegradable plastics and other substitutes have been used to conserve mineral resources and they need to be encouraged. In recent years, the new kind of plastic that is biodegradable, which easily get dissolved in the soil, that type of plastic is being used. Okay, so we should encourage that type of innovations so that we can conserve mineral resources. Okay, now time for your homework. Now in today's homework you have to do exercise C of question number 1 of exercise C. Name two areas rich in a variety of mineral resources and two areas poor in minerals. Answer is number 1, areas rich in mineral resources, Ural Mountains in Russia. Number 2, areas poor in mineral resources, Netherlands and Denmark. Now question number 1 of exercise D. What conditions are required for mining? Conditions required: number 1, enough or abundant concentration of mineral. Number 2, the value of metal or mineral. Number 3, cheap labor and transport facilities. Number 4, cost of mining. And number 5 is physical conditions. Now the next exercise is exercise D, the distinguish between. Exercise E, distinguish between. Number 3, rocks and ores. Rocks, number 1, is made up of 2 or more minerals, whereas a mineral is composed of same substance throughout. Now, ores, number 1, a mineral occurring in sufficient quantity and containing enough metal to permit its recovery and extraction at a profit. Now, the next one is number 4, renewable and non-renewable sources of power. Firstly, renewable sources of power. Number 1, also known as non-conventional sources of energy. Number 2, initial cost of generation is high but cheaper in the long run. Number 3, they are solar, wind, tidal, geothermal or atomic energy and biogas. Now the non-renewable sources, also known as conventional sources of energy. Generation of energy is expensive. They are coal, petroleum, natural gas and electricity, both thermal and hydroelectricity. Okay, so that's all for today. Please do your homework in a very neat writing. Read the chapter and if you find any problem, please do ask me. Okay, thank you.